Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What's on Tap, hosted by Derek Agler, episode number 75. Yes, it is quite amazing. I'm quite impressed. But this is episode 75, guys. What's on Tap, hosted by Derek Agler, an original show that I just decided to come up with around COVID when that hit, and it was pretty much locked down. I needed something to do. Some people got different hobbies. Myself, I got into doing this show, What's on Tap, hosted by Derek Agler, guys. And it's been pretty cool for me. I've got to drink a lot of different beers. And I've got to share those experiences with you all out there, which I think is really cool. I wish somebody was doing this back when I was younger, maybe when I just hit 21. I wish I would have started doing this show back when I was 21. Because I've honestly, guys, I've drank so many different kinds of beers, styles of beers, different beers from all across the entire world. So I've got a little bit of that experience, and I just wish I could have shared all of it with all of you out there, but I have not. Didn't get the chance to do that, guys. So I was probably, not at this time, but when I started the show, I was probably 18 or 19 years behind from what I've drank. So there's probably an 18 or 19 year range, at least bare minimum, probably 20 plus range of beers that I've drank throughout that time that I've never ever documented or reviewed or anything like that. So when, the whole lockdown with COVID and everything started or began, I decided, I want to do something just crazy. I just want to do something. I'm going to get something out there. I'm going to start doing something different that I've never done before. So I did this show. I started What's on Tap, hosted by Derek Agler, which is obviously me. And I started off just with a few beers in my fridge, guys, honestly. And some that I had aged because, before I started the show, I've always been a person that's kind of liked aged beers. I kind of like just the funkiness of different things, and I kind of just enjoy just putting something away, getting a 6-pack and putting, drinking 2 or 3, putting them away and just seeing what happens. Doesn't always work out the best, but you know what? Stuff happens. You just kind of go with it. But I've done all kinds of styles of beers all over the United States. I've gotten into other countries as well here, and I'll get into more of them, guys. I plan on doing more shows. The number 100, I'm actually going to break out a very, very special bottle that I started. This was the first huge ABV beer that I did that I ever drank. And it was so smooth and so killer good. But I ended up, I had a 4-pack. I had 2 4-packs. Well, 1 4-pack, then another 4-pack. Stuff's so good. And one of them, and you were, good to go. Drink one of them, go to the bar, have 1 or 2 more beers, you were gold. Like, you didn't even need to keep drinking. Saved money, so it was nice, You drink one at home, you walk to the bar, you have 2 there, you walk back home. Hey, whatever. So I started drinking it's a big time. It is a mainstream, pretty well brewery. It's probably, in some eyes, the king of the craft. But that will be in episode 100. So 25 more episodes for that one. And it's going to be pretty cool. This one, like I said, guys, it's been aged for probably about 20 years. Pretty close to 20 years. So gonna be kind of crazy, but we're gonna do it on episode 100. It's gonna be like kind of a celebration. But this is me rambling more and more. So I'm gonna quit the rambling, guys. I'm gonna get right to the punch. Episode number 75, guys. What's on Tap? Hosted by Derek Agler, and yes, I've got my nephews bought me the old Drunkle shirt, so we're gonna rip it up. So episode 75, guys, I've got a special treat. I've never, ever done this brewery. So this is going to be a new one that I'm doing on episode 75. So this is awesome. This is also a limited release, guys. This is a brew house rarity. If we'd get crazy, rarity. Okay, enough of that. That's my that right there is my big my big special effects, guys. Low budget, more like no budget. Woo! All right, I've got the jokes too. So this one, guys, is gonna be the Flying Dog Dark Berry Sour. This one, guys, I've never had. I've picked it up. This one is a 6.8 alcohol volume. It is. This one was 3/24/22. I don't know even what today is. Today's September, sometime in September here. So let's look at this now. So we're in 2023. So this beer is a year old. It is actually a year and a half old. So we will have to document that one. But like I said, guys, this one, it is too rare to die. A brew house rarity. And I honestly almost don't even want to crack this open and drink it right now. I honestly almost don't. I know how goofy is that, but this is the funky cap. And you may have seen one of those before, but that cap's pretty funky. I will be saving it because I will be doing something funky with it, whether it be another table or a counter. I'll do something with it. Got our nice beer glass, and we are going to check it. Oh my goodness gracious! Holy cow! Wow! Whoa, man. It's got some fizz. Got a little bit of that fizz. Woo! Wow. 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 The Flying Dog, so they say, to hell with bright berries. With this brew house rarity, our brewers found the perfect balance of sweet and tart berries. Round here, we now have a saying, the darker the berry, the sweeter and sourer the juice. I agree with that. This stuff, holy cow. Wow. And it does. It says, for optimal freshness, enjoy by 3/24/22. This has been in my fridge, though. I picked it up. It's been sitting in my fridge. All right, so this is an ale made with blueberries, vanilla, lactose, and raspberry natural flavor. It's a 2021 brew house rarity. It says innovation comes from within. And this is brewed by Flying Dog Brewery in Frederick, Maryland, guys. So we've got the Flying Dog from Frederick, Maryland right here. The limited release brew house rarity, too rare to die, the dark berry sour. And guys, this one is a delightful and delicious ale made with blueberries, vanilla, lactose, and raspberry natural flavor, clocking in at 6.8 ABV, guys. This one, we're looking at a year and a half old, just under a year and a half old, just shy, very close. And this, guys, it's wow. That's what I can say about this one. Is wow. You get so much of the nose of the berries and the sourness. You get a lot of blueberry, slight raspberry, not very much vanilla at all. See, now I get a little bit more. The more blueberry, I get some of the sourness. And the effervescence, the crispness, the sourness, the fruitiness. Flying Dog did it right, guys. Did it right. And like I said, I think this is my first ever Flying Dog review here. They've definitely passed the eye test, the nose test, and the taste test on this one, guys. So I'm going to say it now. I do not go out of my way and promote a ton of, the breweries. You're ever in Frederick, Maryland, and you haven't tried the Flying Dog or gone there, that's on you. Because I'm telling you, anytime I see Flying Dog and it looks like it's going to be good, or it even might be good, or heck, I just don't think it's going to be good, but I'm going to try it and see, I'm going to do it. Because this stuff is good. Real good. Woo-wee! Got a lot of that sourness, the lactose. Me, oh my. I mean, this one definitely, it's got to rank up there. I mean, there's no question. Wow, Zers. Kind of a funky bottle. I don't really get it at all. I don't know if they're bobbing for apples or not really sure what the heck they're doing, but it's kind of funny. It kind of like, I actually kind of like this because if you check it out here, I actually saw the bottle and I see this dude here in the red, tank top and in the shorts and the hat. And it just, in all these like yellow, round, almost like donuts, okay? So my eyes and my head told me, wow, that dude reminds me of John Fishman, the drummer from Fish. And those little round doohickeys remind me of donuts. So I got a real Fish vibe off of this one, which obviously if you do know me, if you followed me, if you've done any such, I was pretty big into the music group Fish for a while. I still enjoy the music. I haven't gone to a concert in I don't know how long. And it was just kind of that. Just was like, whoa, man, that's kind of funky. I'm into the funk. You know what I mean? Like the funkier, the better, almost. Funky bass riffs. I mean, funky beers. I mean, funky art. Just funky funk. Just funk. I like it. It's cool to me. Like now, cheese. I don't like the funky cheese. That's one thing. One thing I don't like is funky cheese. But everything else, like I dig it. Like it's just, I just like it. Food, you know, brew, I'll go, you know. This one's a good one though. I mean, is it the Belgium Red? Ah, shoot. I mean, I have to see if it's like number 2 and 3 and all those as well. Like, I also need to redo the list, but I know like the top 5 is not affected. Is it better than Collective Arts Dark Fruit Citrus Gosa? At one moment. Ah, yeah, yeah. I'd say that's hitting stronger than 6-8. I mean, it's aged a year and a half, almost, pretty close. I mean, this is a year and a half from the optimal freshness enjoy by, oh, optimal freshness enjoy, freshness, optimal freshness by. Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. I say it too. To hell with the bright berries. I mean, your brew house rarity from Flying Dog. Wow. I I mean, yeah, yeah. I just you look at all this, and I'm just looking. I mean, that their brewers found the perfect balance of sweet and tart berries. Round here, we now have a saying: the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, and sour the juice. I think everybody's always said the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You know, that's just how it It's common agriculture, people. You got your berries here and you got your berries there. And your darker berries are sweeter than your lighter berries. That's just how it is in the agricultural aspect of things. Just how it is. Now, I can't say that for everything, because the darker the beer doesn't mean it's the better the beer. So I guess that's just what you gotta look at. Darker's not always better. But if it's a berry, it's better. If you understand all that. I mean, there's just things that are unexplainable in the world. You know? Like why things happen. You know, there's tons of things that happen in the world that you're like, wow, why'd this happen? Or why is this happening? You just don't have answers. Don't have answers to all the questions. And you know, nobody does. Nobody has every answer. But you also have to be vigilant of your surroundings and vigilant of what's happening around you. Don't be no fool. Because there's an old saying that I remember, and I remember quite well. Mama didn't raise no fool. I might look dumb, might act dumb at times. I am college educated. Not that that means a tremendous amount now. But when I was growing up, it did. You know, my parents weren't college educated. God rest their souls. I am. And I was the first in my family. And that's very, I guess it might not mean anything to anyone else, but it means something to me. My parents provided me, through all the shortcomings and downfalls, with a better life than they had. For that, I'm thankful. Always will be thankful. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to see the adversities and the struggles and the trials and tribulations that I have. Things in life you see, you may never forget. They may never be erased from memory. I've got some of them. They're often haunting. And there's times I don't know what to do. But I keep on a trucking. Just keep on going. Because one thing that my parents always taught me was to never give up. So for me, I keep on trucking and I keep on going. Keep on treading water. Because that's the only thing I know how to do. Not give up. And with that being said, I want to provide my children with a better life than I ever had. I hope I'm able to do that. While they're still young, they're growing up fast. Way, way too fast. And I just know that I really need to cherish and spend as many moments with them as I can. I know the importance of family over jobs and over the unimportant things in the world. My family's what I've got. Whether they love me or hate me, we're still family. And hate is a strong word, but there are family members that I have not so close. The rift has been set between for my shortcomings or theirs. I've tried at times, probably not enough, as the day to day life and your own family kind of not bog you down, but they take their toll. So I've grown distance from many of my aunts and uncles and cousins. And for some, I've probably put a rift. I just don't know in those situations what you really do. But for me, I don't try to dwell on it or contemplate it because there's really one main focus I have. Through everything, I just want to provide my children with a better life than what I've had and I had. Because that's what's most important to me. Is for those two to achieve their dreams and for me to do whatever is in my power to do to help them achieve those goals and those dreams. While the road will be very tough and very consuming, I believe that both of them can do it. And I believe both of them will. If they have the never give up, never quit spirit, I think they'll be all right. That's one thing I can't say that I had when I was younger. There were things that happened that not wishing I could change, but you know, every now and then you kind of wonder what if. You know, what if I would have went off? What if I would have left home? You know, don't know. But then if I look back now, would I have regretted not being there? You know, so there's things that, there's pluses and minuses there. You know, family's important, and it was so darn important to me that I just couldn't leave. I was scared to leave. Scared of change. Scared of not knowing. That's damn good beer. Real good. So as I rambled on as I normally and usually do, there's a lot of uncertainty. A lot. All around us. The things you walk into one day could be completely turned upside down the next. But you gotta keep trucking. You gotta keep on keeping on. There's there's a lot to this world, and while I know I'm not gonna, you know, be be gone too far, I just know that I've got to keep in mind what's important. Know what's important. Put my faith and my trust in God, as I have, and I will continue to do. There we are. So I've rambled, talked, nothing about beer for a while. So I'll be done now with that. And we'll get back to the importance of the flying dog. Limited limited release dark berry sour. 6.8. Oh, yeah. Aged a year and a half. Blueberry, raspberry, vanilla, lactose. And I was actually looking over here at the list just to see. It's better than the potion. I mean, this is good stuff. Ooh, that was a dank one. It's right in the dankness scale of the number 3, the Stabber Stones from Urban. Oh, it's better than Schmovie. It's probably right on that level of the iron. This might be a hair better, though. I see you're definitely there. I mean, the Stabber, that was decent. Dang, that might be better than the Stabber. And that one was pretty funky. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Derek Agler, your host for What's on Tap, hosted by Derek Agler. Today, you heard some ramblings about life's greatest mysteries, what goes on in my head. And for that, I apologize for the long-winded rambles that I pursue. My bad. But here's the thing. We did the Flying Dog Dark Berry Sour, a limited release. This bad boy is a brew house rarity, too rare to die, and I agree. This one, guys, is 6.8% alcohol by volume. It is for optimal freshness. It was to be enjoyed by 3/24 of 22. We are currently a year and a half later. So, for this, almost a year and a half. So, pretty close. We're just going to say a year and a half. This one was an ale made with blueberries, vanilla, lactose, and raspberry natural flavor. I'm telling you what, this thing, if you guys are ever in Frederick, Maryland, anywhere close to the Flying Dog Brewery in Frederick, Maryland, this 2021 Brewhouse Rarity is going to clock in at number 2. Yes! This thing is so dang good, it is number 2. I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to pull your legs. I'm not going to BS you. I'm telling you straight up, this thing is a good beer. Top of the line. That's what I'm saying. That's why I've done 75 episodes, guys. That's why I've drank beer for probably the past 25 years of my life at least. Actually more. I do know that. But consistently for 25 years of my life, no, I'm not an alcoholic. I do not have a drinking problem because myself, I have absolutely no problem drinking beer. And it's good beer. Sometimes. Most of the time. 90% of the time. But this one right here, guys, it is hitting number 2 for What's on Tap, hosted by Derek Agler, your host with the most, Derek Agler here, saying peace out, guys, and have a great one until next time.